Welcome back to the channel, where today we are diving deep into a car that is currently shaking up the luxury landscape in one of the world's most competitive markets. Audi has just officially pulled the covers off the all-new 2026 A6L. And if you thought the standard A6 was impressive, wait until you see what the long-wheelbase version for China has to offer. This isn't just a slightly stretched sedan. It is a statement of intent from Ingolstadt, designed to bridge the gap between mid-size executive luxury and full-size flagship grandeur. For years, the Chinese market has been obsessed with rear seat legroom and executive presence, leading to the creation of these L models. But with the 2026 iteration, Audi has taken things to an entirely different level. Let's start with the sheer presence of this machine. At first glance, you might mistake it for an A8. And that is exactly what Audi intended. The styling is aggressive, sharp, and undeniably modern. The new A6L adopts the latest global design language, but adds several unique touches that cater specifically to Eastern aesthetics. One of the most striking features is the front fascia. The grille has been updated with a complex internal pattern that looks both technical and premium. Framing the grille is a slim LED light strip that connects the headlights, and for the first time on an A6, the four rings emblem is illuminated, giving it a high-tech signature that is impossible to miss at night. The metal trim now flows seamlessly into the headlight housings, creating a more intricate and wider look. If you opt for the S-Line trim, the car takes on a much darker, sportier personality with blacked-out accents that mirror the US spec models. But it's the 21-inch alloy wheels that really steal the show, featuring a design that Audi claims was inspired by traditional Asian art forms. But the real story of the A6L is its size. This car has been stretched by a massive 143 millimeters compared to the standard global model, bringing its total length to an imposing 5,142 millimeters. To put that into perspective, the wheelbase of this A6L now measures 3,066 millimeters. That is actually 68 millimeters longer than the standard wheelbase Audi A8 sold in other parts of the world. While it still sits slightly below the massive A8L flagship, the interior volume offered here is truly staggering. When you open those elongated rear doors, you are greeted by an interior that feels more like a first-class lounge than a sedan. Audi has developed seats exclusively for the Chinese market that focus on long-distance comfort, featuring softer cushioning and enhanced ergonomic support. Above the passengers sits a gargantuan panoramic glass roof spanning nearly 2 square meters. It's equipped with 112 RGB LEDs that provide a fully customizable ambient lighting experience, allowing you to transform the mood of the cabin with a few taps on a screen. Speaking of screens, the dashboard is a masterclass in digital integration. The driver is treated to an 11.9-inch virtual cockpit, while the center of the dash is dominated by a 14.5-inch high-resolution infotainment display. But the tech doesn't stop there. The front passenger also gets their own dedicated screen, and there is a massive head-up display that projects navigation and vital data directly onto the windshield. Audi has also leaned heavily into its partnerships with local tech giants. The A6L features the Huawei Qiankun Intelligent Driving System, which utilizes a staggering array of 33 sensors, including dual LiDAR units. This system powers 28 different advanced driver assistance features, making it one of the most autonomous capable vehicles in Audi's current global portfolio. Whether it is navigating dense city traffic or cruising on the highway, the A6L is designed to handle the heavy lifting with precision. Under the hood, the 2026 A6L offers a range of powertrains that cater to every type of executive driver. It rides on the advanced PEC architecture, which has been optimized for both comfort and efficiency. The base model features a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine with mild hybrid technology, producing a respectable 201 horsepower. For those seeking more punch, a high-output version of the same engine delivers 268 horsepower and can be paired with an electric motor and Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system. However, the crown jewel of the lineup is the 3-liter turbocharged V6. This engine pumps out 362 horsepower and comes standard with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. To ensure that this long-bodied sedan remains agile in tight spots, Audi has equipped it with all-wheel steering, which significantly reduces the turning radius.
Additionally, the available air suspension can adjust the ride height by up to 30 millimeters, ensuring a cloud-like ride quality regardless of the road surface. Perhaps the most shocking aspect of the new A6L is the pricing strategy. In a move that clearly reflects the intense competition from domestic Chinese luxury brands, Audi has launched the A6L with a starting price of approximately $47,000 US. This is a massive $15,300 price cut compared to the previous generation. When you compare this to the pricing of the A6 in North America or Europe, the A6L starts to look like the bargain of the century. It provides nearly the same level of luxury, technology, and space as an A8, but for less than half the price of the flagship. This aggressive pricing is a bold move to reclaim market share and prove that Audi is still a dominant force in the executive segment. In conclusion, the 2026 Audi A6L is more than just a long-wheelbase version of a popular car. It is a highly specialized, tech-heavy executive machine that pushes the boundaries of what we expect from a mid-size luxury sedan. With its massive rear cabin, Huawei-powered self-driving tech, and V6 performance, it effectively renders the standard wheel-based A8 redundant for many buyers. It is a fascinating glimpse into how Audi is adapting to the unique demands of the Chinese market. And while we might not see this exact configuration in the West, the technology and design cues found here will undoubtedly influence the future of Audi models worldwide. It is big, it is bold, and at its new price point, it is an absolute game changer.